Hello there and welcome to this edition of US 101's Visual Radio. Bringing you the news, I am Hashni Pathrana. And as always, before we take a look at your news in detail, let's take a look at your headlines first.
News First headline.
Sri Lanka Customs launches vehicle verification portal. Island-wide push to develop tourism infrastructure underway. In international headlines, Trump orders National Guard to LA after clashes. And in your sports, 2025 Canadian swimming trials, Summer McIntosh on Hilade's 400-meter free world record. And now on to those stories in detail. On your top story this evening, Sri Lanka Customs launched a new web-based service to provide detailed information about vehicles available in the market. Now, the platform, introduced as the Vehicle Verification Portal, enables users to check whether a vehicle has been legally imported and if the relevant taxes have been paid. Director of the Information and Communication Technology Department at Sri Lanka Customs, Tilaka Pragnaratna, says that the primary aim of the service is to ensure transparency in vehicle imports and to curb tax evasion. Now, he added that the portal is expected to assist in reducing tax fraud, especially during the tax week. The service provides access to information on all vehicles imported since 2003 and motorcycles imported since 2011. Now in more local news, the Ministry of Tourism has called for proposals from all provinces for the development of key tourist hubs across the country. Deputy Minister of Tourism Ruwan Ranasinghe said provincial authorities have been instructed to identify and submit suitable projects aimed at boosting tourism infrastructure and attractions. He noted that 4 proposals have already been submitted for the development of tourist sites in the Western Province. A sum of $1 billion has been earmarked for the nationwide initiative, which aims to revitalize and expand the tourism sector. The Deputy Minister pointed out that Sri Lanka's tourist destinations have lacked structured development for nearly 2 decades, adding that the government has now prioritized the development of 90 identified tourist sites under a formal plan.
International news.
Now shifting your attention to the international arena, US President Donald Trump's administration said it would deploy 2,000 National Guard troops yesterday as federal agents in Los Angeles faced off against a few hundred demonstrators during a second day of protests following immigration raids. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth warned that the Pentagon was prepared to mobilize active duty troops if violence continues in Los Angeles, saying the Marines at nearby Camp Pendleton were on high alert. Federal security agents confronted protesters in the Paramount area in southeast Los Angeles, where some demonstrators displayed Mexican flags.
Sports news.
And finally, on to your sports update. Canadian 3-time Olympic champion Summer McIntosh set a world record in the women's 400 meters freestyle at the Canadian swimming trials in Victoria, British Columbia. The 18-year-old clocked 3 minutes 54.18 seconds to better Australian Ariane Titmus's mark of 3 minutes 55.38 seconds set at the 2023 World Championships in Fukuoka, Japan. And with that, we wrap up this edition of US 101's Visual Radio. I am Hashni Pathrana. Thank you for watching and stay tuned for more of the very latest.